Hi, my name's Christy Flora from Flora and Order, and I'm all about eliminating overwhelm. I have a lot of tools and tips and tricks in my toolkit that help clients understand their behavior and to make changes that help them live a more fulfilling life, master their to-do list, and simplify their use of time so that they get more out of their lives. One such tool that has been really, really great is Gretchen Rubin's Four Tendencies quiz. Now, the book, The Four Tendencies, is incredible. I'll just read the back to you. So, Gretchen Rubin came across this framework of the Four Tendencies as a way of understanding human nature. So she asked the question, how do I respond to expectations? And from that simple question, she gained a lot of insight about people and was able to formulate this framework. So people fit into these four tendencies: upholders, questioners, obligers, and rebels. It shapes our behavior. So using this framework allows us to make better decisions, meet deadlines, suffer less stress, and engage more effectively. So I recommend that you jump online, do the quiz, and find out what you are from the results. But so depending on a person's response to outer and inner expectations, that person falls into one of these four categories, these types. First of all, outer expectations is expectations placed on us by others. So meeting a work deadline, for example. And inner expectations are expectations we place on ourselves. So such things as setting a personal goal, a New Year's Eve goal, that kind of thing. So upholders respond readily to both outer expectations and inner expectations. So they have no trouble meeting both expectations, commitments that they've set themselves, and commitments set by others. Questioners, they ask questions about everything. So they meet an expectation only if they believe it's justified. So in effect, they respond only to inner expectations. So it has to make sense to them. So if something is presented to them, they need to first find the answers to their questions that are blocking the reason as to why they don't, why they're not doing it. Once they get those answers, then they will do it. Obligers. So obligers respond readily to outer expectations, but struggle to meet inner expectations. So give them a deadline, tell them to do something, and they will do it because they're people pleasing. They don't want to let anyone down. But they struggle to meet inner expectations because no one is holding them to account. Now, rebels. Rebels resist all expectations. So outer and inner expectations. They can resist things that they set themselves, and they resist things that are set by others. It's a tricky one, but it's not. But it has strengths, just like all the other types. A majority of my clients are obligers, especially the small business owners, because they have left that framework, that corporate framework of having someone to guide them and tell them what to do. And now they find that they are in charge of what to do. And so we work on setting that up for them, a schedule that tells them what to do so that they can meet those outer expectations in a way. Rebels, I've worked with a couple of rebels. They are tricky, but they're very pleasant. I've loved all my rebels. It's just extra challenging. A really great tip that I have picked up from the Four Tendencies book is to make your to-do list a lucky dip. So you might have a whole thing of things to do, but the rebel will resist all of them. By making it a game, by making it a lucky dip, they won't know what they need to do. So they like that sensation of not knowing what's coming and you're not telling me what to do. Questioners ask a lot of questions, which is fine, and I find that I grow a lot from those questions, so it's equally beneficial. Upholders, I don't work with upholders. I myself am an upholder, so yeah, I meet my own expectations and those set on me. And it has its own downfalls as well. So even if I say I'm going to do something and it no longer serves me to do that, I will still do it. So for each type, there are strengths and weaknesses, and working on increasing them and decreasing them is part of life. So I would recommend jumping online, doing the quiz, finding out what you are. And if you are resisting even the thought of doing the quiz, you're likely a rebel. It's a fascinating insight into how we're getting things done and why you might have trouble in doing so. So that is a resource that I highly recommend, and I ask all my clients to do this quiz. Have a really great day. Bye.